stuffy morning with clouds and fog and spotty rain. But then as we go through the day, that humidity is there and that batch of rain that's coming up from our southwest is moving a little faster. So it does kick up some scattered rain late morning to midday. Notice it starts reaching up around Cumberland County, Southern Valley, Central Valley, foothills and mountains. Keeps becoming more scattered rain and storms into your afternoon. So an earlier arrival means we're cut off on that heating. Any opportunities for sunshine kind of get squashed here. Scattered rain and storms continue into your afternoon. Notice on and off 4 or 5 o'clock, still flaring up around the plateau. At this point, pretty much scattered from one end of our area to the other until after sunset. Actually, around 8:30, it starts becoming spottier. And then we'll work on the layers of fog and clouds again. But that front will be on the way then by tomorrow morning. So at least we can kind of break this pattern after that if you are over it. Right now, what we do is start off with clouds, fog, spotty showers, warm low of 64. 72 for you at noon. We're going to go into your day at scattered rain and storms, holding temperatures pretty steady here. So I do think this kind of limits our warming. Upper 60s for you at 8. So all in all, we've got these showers and storms developing and moving northeast. And notice this variation of low to mid 70s then for your afternoon. Because of that earlier arrival, I do think we get cut off on that heating to 72 even in Athens. It comes up from the southwest. 74 your high today in Knoxville. First alert forecast where you live, cut off at 72 Rockwood, to Jamestown, to Oneida, to 74 in Williamsburg, and 73 in Middlesboro. Yes, you could actually even hit 75 Barberville. Coming up from the southwest, you got a little extra time to heat up. 74 in Rutledge and Pigeon Forge with on and off rain and storms scattered late morning through your afternoon and evening. And then a lull before tomorrow morning's front. Right now it arrives actually right after sunrise on the plateau. Notice that leading edge of rain and storms then push east. 8 to 9 a.m. coming down into the valley. So it's still looking like mid-morning to midday is the bulk of this rain. 80% coverage of our area. Notice late morning, still rain in valley, foothills, mountains. Maybe take your lunch so you don't have to get back out in it. Back edge does at least starting to pause a bit, but that's all they are. Pauses. We'll at least see some pauses in the clouds too, but still scattered rain and storms then the story for your Friday afternoon and evening. Notice hit or miss coming down from the plateau, sliding to the valley. Notice coming down from the northwest now. So this is that wind turn from southwest to northwest, gusts around 30 miles per hour for your Friday, leaving us with a good ½ an inch to an inch of total rain between the batch being pushed up out ahead of it and that front coming through during the day on Friday. Some isolated higher amounts. We'll be keeping a close eye on that. Could get some creeks and streams and rivers to briefly run a little higher there with some good rainfall coming through tomorrow. Notice what it does to our temperatures Friday. Like I said, just kind of hanging out 60s in that morning, mid-morning to midday rain. 62 at 7, 67 at 10. Then we try to warm up a bit as we get some of those cloud breaks in the afternoon. So I do think that'll cut you off with a high closer to 71 for your Friday. Looking ahead to the weekend, this does leave Saturday mostly sunny, actually near normal. There is a couple of showers and storms, especially scooting along this far northeast corner of our area Saturday. But then we do have a batch that actually is on the flip side of our area. Clips more so the southern plateau and southern valley Sunday afternoon. So we're keeping a close eye on those systems as that can pump out spotty rain for your Saturday. Scattered rain and storms, especially for the southern half of our area on Sunday. But then we can keep pumping up those temperatures, spreading out 80s and for now limited rain chances for several days in your first alert 8-day planner.